The EG is back. Last thing that you guys saw on this car was the Spoolie Boy, the China hairdryer, the Taiwan Twister. I'm running out of names here. The turbo kit. The turbo kit for the EG is complete. We have the side exit exhaust, the hood dump wastegate, and today we are finalizing this thing to get it ready for the tune. So we're getting this thing tuned on Monday, and we have a couple of things to install. First off, I have to give a massive thank you to Deechworks. You guys know we use Deechworks for pretty much everything in the shop as far as our fuel goes. They were kind enough to help us out on deciding what we should exactly get for the car and whatever we're trying to do with this thing. And we're trying to make as much power as we possibly can with this Spoolie Boy. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So we have a set of 4 of the 750cc injectors, as well as a DW300 fuel pump here, which we're gonna be replacing all this nasty old stuff that is currently in the EG. We have Tim in the car right now currently taking out our stock fuel pump, which we'll check that out in just a second. And I'm gonna work on getting our fuel rail out as well as the injectors, because we actually have new injector plugs which have to be soldered in. So check this out. We actually have these new injector plugs which are gonna get soldered into the old injector plugs here. So we have to do this, but we're gonna work on the fuel pump first, and then this thing is gonna be good to go. I'm so excited and so pumped to get this thing back on the road. So I'm excited to have fun with this thing and see what it can do, and hopefully, you know, it putts around before we can blast her to the moon, baby. Let's go check out Tim in the back of the car. Tim, how are we working back here?
Oh, it's good, man. It's a little dusty.
Oh, she's pretty gross in there.
It's pretty nasty.
It is grimy.
It's not bad though.
So, if you guys have not watched the build series on this car, you should stop what you're doing and go check that out right now. But we bought this EG completely bone stock, untouched, unmolested, had never been modified before. So everything that we have taken off of this car has been old and crusty and stock, and we've just been really bringing this thing back to life. So this fuel pump is probably much needed. This car has 268,000 miles. So she's due for a fuel pump here, guys.
There you go. There you are.
Fuel pump is, it actually looks like they might have replaced it actually.
It kind of looks fairly new, so.
Yeah, it doesn't look bad. Even the fuel filter is not too dirty. So when we bought the car, he said that he did a bunch of work to it and that he like refreshed the engine. So he must have done the fuel pump as well, because that's not bad.
I don't know. This wasn't touched. This is still dirty. So it might be stock. It just might look good because it's
just be clean, yeah. Okay, well, stock one's out. We can start installing the DW300. Here is our OEM setup here. Deechworks is always very nice and supplies everything you pretty much need to change this out, and instructions if you need that kind of thing. We have a brand new fuel filter. We have all of the lines and actually even the little clamps as well to replace. So it's pretty much a whole new system here. Check out how nice this filter is too. Oh, don't lose that. No, definitely don't lose that guy. Very nice, very new. Let me see this guy. It's gonna leak fuel everywhere. Very nice. We're gonna go ahead and just start unplugging all of this stuff, and then the new guy can go in. This is a beefy boy too, by the way. Step 1, fuel pump, done. That was actually very easy. I think easiest fuel pump we've ever done.
Honestly, yes.
Usually we have a problem where all the wiring gets tied up together. This one actually very easy, good to go. DW300 is installed. Just gotta throw it back into the car. Now we can actually do the sort of difficult part, which is soldering all of the injector plug wires and getting the injectors in. Making some really good progress here. Excuse the background noise. Our neighbors are doing some kind of crazy construction here, but we are now installing our injectors, going in really smoothly. So I need like while I'm installing the injectors to the fuel rail, Tim is currently working on soldering the wires or the injector plugs to the stock plugs here. We are making good progress, moving up the O-rings here, which are gonna go into intake manifold here, which is where the plugs are gonna sit. Then we'll lube up the injector here. Now we install it into the fuel rail. Okay, injectors are now good to go in the fuel rail. Tim, do you want to give the people here a little advice when doing some soldering here?
Well, what you want to do is heat the wire. Let's go back a year and a half. I was not very good at it, but I have learned since then to just take your time, heat the wire up, and then the solder actually absorbs into the wire, which is way stronger. What I do? See how it's like melting into the wire? There you go.
Look at that solder job, Tim, bro.
I'm getting better.
That's nice. That's a nice solder right there.
Just take your time.
Sick. Tim's almost already done. He has all of the other injector plugs soldered up, good to go. These things are pretty much ready to clip right on in. And we got ourselves a China Spoolie Boy D series, Tim. Oh, f me. Damn it. Correct. That's the real question. Boom. I guess we'll find out. Also, there is a small chance that the car won't start because of how large the injectors are versus how much fuel the car is really accounting for. So it might be pushing too much fuel, which will cause it to not start. So there is that issue, but our fuel pump and the injectors are installed. I'm gonna go ahead and test her out, and then we'll be good for today, actually, in the shop. See if we can hear the fuel pump. Oh. Yeah, that's pretty loud.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I want to do that a couple times to get the fuel going.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Uh-oh. We have a leak. We have some leakage. Oh man, we had a little leak, and that's because when I was installing one of the injectors, the O-ring tore, which that sucks, but thankfully our stock injectors have O-rings that fit as well. So if that happens to you guys, just use one of the stock ones. So yeah, we had a little leak. We put the fuel rail back in and try number 2. Let her prime. I'm gonna check it again. Try her out. Yeah.
It's running so red.
It is.
It's all black coming out.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh God.
It's running super red.
Yeah, I can't even, yeah. That, we need a tune, Tim. Too much fuel. So obviously we won't be able to do anything until this thing gets to the tune on Monday, but most important part is she's ready to go. It's got to get out of here, and we're taking it to Eric's. This thing's gonna work. Good to go. Okay, EG is set up and ready to go. Massive thank you to Deechworks. If you guys need any fuel upgrades for your project or your car, be sure to hit them up. I'm gonna leave all of the information on the screen and the description box below for you guys so you can check them out. And like I said, every single one of these cars has Deechworks in them. Awesome products. They work great, and it's gonna be awesome for the EG. Even though the EG doesn't start right now, she is gonna be an absolute ripper, and we have got to take this thing to the track when it's all done. It's gonna be so much fun. I cannot wait to actually feel this thing with a teeny little bit of power. I think it's gonna make a huge difference, especially on this car. Even coming from 60 horsepower to, let's say, like 120 horsepower, this thing is going to be a ripper. Civic is done, which means lunchtime before we go get a pump. The ultimate Chipotle meal is double chicken, fajita veggies, white rice. And we're also going to be catching up on some Halo Championship Series, which is going on right now in Riley. Super exciting. Brings me back to the old days, you know, Tim?
Yeah, man, you used to be...
Halo 3 MLG,
You used to be a big hitter.
I'm just washed up now.
You know, you can get back.
I'm just a washed up Halo player now. What if Duck goes MLG for Halo Infinite? That would be pretty sick. We need to. What do you guys think about? Oh, if I could set this up. What do you guys think about a Legends esports team? That would be freaking sick. That would be freaking dope. What? They didn't give me a fork! Come on! Damn it. That is the worst. Also, get a tortilla on the side. Extra carbs before you work out. I'm gonna enjoy some gameplay. Really rooting for Centennials this weekend. They have to start in the open bracket, which is pretty brutal. You guys keep up with esports at all, but I don't know, I'm there. Just smash this, watch some Halo, and then we're gonna go work out. Oof. Just sat in a solid hour and 45 minutes of Friday work traffic. Ah! Ah! Now we have box deadlifts. Now my body's all stiff. We can do it. Let's go inside and pull some freaking weight, boys. Really good deadlift session today. It's our last lifting session of the week because this weekend we're heading out to Arizona. I got some Japanese parts and our good friend Ryan over in Arizona actually picked them up for us. I'm gonna go pick them up this weekend, but we leave early in the morning tomorrow. But overall, very successful day with the EG and everything, man. I'm so excited to get that car back. Doesn't run right now, but it's gonna run. It's gonna be a ripper. Still watching the Halo Championship Series. FaZe is actually playing right now, and FaZe actually just picked up one of my favorite OG Halo players of all time, Snipedown. Snipedown is back on FaZe, and it's actually really sick. I've been watching all day, and I don't know. I think a goal would be to get a Legends eSport team going, possibly, maybe. I don't know what that looks like, but the more I get into games and streaming and stuff, the more I really want to like dive into something different that's like also my passion as well, which has really been gaming. I've been playing Halo for like 20 years, so I think doing something like that would be really cool. But we're gonna play fetch with Sparko. Tonight is sushi night, so Tiana and I are gonna get some sushi and just hang out and end our night eating some spicy tuna. When we get back to doing all of the cars and when we get a little bit busier in the shop with the new car and everything else that we have going on within the new year, what kind of install videos do you guys like? Would you prefer like the more in-depth install videos? Damn. The more in-depth install videos, or do you kind of like when we glaze over it and just like kind of the process of doing it, but not necessarily like this step-by-step how-to? Let me know, because that'll help when I'm filming the videos moving forward, and let me know what you guys want to see. What are you guys up to over there?
We're hanging out.
Babe, you know, people think that you are a hitman.
That's the best thing I've ever heard, and I'm sure the long black trench coat didn't help.
Last night,
Yes!
since we can't tell them what you do, they think that you're a hitman.
That is literally the best thing I've ever heard. I'm basically like 007 because no one understands.
Look at Sparko right
I
now.
literally love everyone.
Sparko is so tired.
He is very sleepy.
Guys, we just watched a movie called Finch, and it was incredible. It was so good. Yeah, it's like a very like indie classic right there. That's what that was.
Indie? What does that mean?
It's like an indie movie. It's like a movie that's not in theaters, but had Tom Hanks. He built a robot to take care of his dog. It was the best movie ever.
Such a Dustin movie.
It was very good. If you have Apple TV, I would recommend it. It was good. But we had our sushi, like I said, and we are both absolutely exhausted. I have to get up at 4:30 in the morning tomorrow to head to Arizona to go see Ryan and pick up some JDM parts that I ordered. So I'm very excited about that. So we're gonna end our night. Sparko's already decided to go to sleep. So what time is it? I feel like it's still early. It says 9:30. It's 9:30. I'm still wearing my Godzilla socks, by the way, if you're wondering. But yeah, we're gonna end the video here. Thank you guys for watching today's video. Tiana's a hitman, so if you haven't already, please hit that like button to subscribe to the channel. We will see you guys for tomorrow's vlog. Peace out.